Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hey, what's up? My name is Tanya, and thank you all so much for joining in and watching this video. This video is going to be an eye tutorial based on this eye look right here using the Mermaid palette by KG Beauty. I am so obsessed with this palette. I want like a backup and a triple backup and a quadruple backup. It is just so fantastic, and I'm so into mermaid looks. So feeling the mermaid vibe, and this palette just brings it. It is fantastic. I mean, the packaging is amazing. That like ombre pink, everything about this. It is just so beautiful, so amazing. That mermaid, oh, I want to be on a beach and I just want to be a mermaid. And then the colors, I mean, the first look I did with this palette, I used all of the greens and the blues. Today I used all of the pink, the purple, the pinky purple, lavender, and that like champagne-y tone. And then my next look is going to be using these two beauties. So I know that I have so many palettes and I need to like cycle through them, but I just had to use this palette again before going to one of my new palettes because I am just so in love with this palette. Right down to the packaging, like the seashells around each eyeshadow. It's just so beautiful. And I'm so obsessed with this eye look that I came up with. I hope that you guys love it as much as I do. Popping on that little bit of glitter, just everything. It's so mermaid and ethereal and just feminine and beautiful and girly, and I just, oh my gosh, I love it. This palette is like it was made for me and I just love it so dearly. Oh, it just channels everything that I love. It is just perfection. You guys all really need to get this palette. It's cruelty free. It's an indie brand. It's like their only makeup product on their website is this palette, but it is out of this world incredible. Like I can't say enough good things about it. I really can't. I did not do a full-on swatching in this video because I did a full-on swatch in my last video. I will try to remember to insert a card right here on the first video where I did the swatches for you guys. If not, just type in, you know, the Mermaid palette on my little search bar on my channel and it will come up right away if I do forget to insert the card for you guys, because you know my mind is all over the place and I might forget to do that, but it will pop up very easily. So if you guys want to see how to get this eye look, see everything in action, know what I'm wearing, everything else, then I just keep on watching. So today I really want to use the Mermaid palette by KG Beauty because I know I have a million palettes and I haven't used them all yet. But I haven't used like the purple tones and the champagne tone in here. The last look I did was like all in this realm. I literally used all the greens and all the blues. And when I had swatched them all, I'll leave a card. I was dying to use these three and I was still dying to use a look with this. And I'm dying to use my new palettes. I'm dying to use my other big Natasha Denona ones and cycle back to like my Star palette, and like there's just so many palettes, there's just not enough days, but I really want to use the purples and the champagne today. I have a vision in mind and it's going to incorporate just a little glitter add-on, like liquid glitter, not anything crazy like a NYX or BH Cosmetics. I haven't decided yet, but I have a vision. I'm hoping it comes together. I've had an insane migraine today, like over the top. I've had so much pain medication. It is unbelievable. It is 2 days after filming, or not filming, yes, filming my story for you guys, but my Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora glow kit came in, and that got me really excited because it's got mermaid vibes written all over it. So I thought that might help pick me up a little bit. I don't want to tear up. So I really want to try that out. So I thought if that has mermaid vibes, this is the mermaid palette. I can put them all together and try them out. So why not? So that is my plan for today. But first we have to lay a foundation down because the mermaid palette is all shimmers and gorgeousness. So I grabbed my Viseart number 7 Cool Matte to start with, and then we're gonna jump into the mermaid palette. So I have prepped and primed my eyes using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I tight lined using my Ardency in Modster pencil in black. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in so we can get going on this eye look. So I'm going to start by taking my Carity E31 brush, and I'm going to dip into this shade for my first transition shade. And this is going to be in the crease and kind of all over. Now I'm going to dip into the pink shade and do the same thing. Same brush. Now I'm going to switch to a Morphe M441, and I'm going to dip into the dark purple. But this I just want on the inner corners and outer corners because I'm going to create a halo today. And a little bit in the crease. Now we're getting into the mermaid palette. So I'm going to take my MAC 242 brush and I'm going to dip into Call Me on My Shell Phone and coat this baby nicely. It's easier to put it down once I've showed you guys the color. Spray her with some Milani, make it last. This is going to be the outside shade and the inner corner shade. That is unbelievable. This palette is just ridiculous. It's so beautiful. So pigmented, it becomes so foiled and metallic, and it's just beautiful. It's just plain beautiful. Freaking obsessed. They need to come out with so many palettes, and I want to buy every single one and just collect every palette. This is just amazing. Perfection. Now I'm going to take Moonbeam, this color right here, using again my MAC 242. I have cleaned her off with my Sephora Dry Clean Spray. Milani her up and build this halo. Oh my god. Do you see that? feel like I seriously need to have a backup of this palette. Like, for real. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to go back into Call Me on My Shell Phone, that dark purple. Same brush, and I'm just going to blend. Now, since we're going to be a mermaid and there are no rules in being a mermaid and the rules in makeup are meant to be broken, we're going to go into Tall Tales using my Carity E31. And I'm going to Milani this one with Make It Last. And just blend a little bit on the top. Because we need some of this beautiful lilac incorporated as well. Alright, we're going to further amp up this baby by taking BH Cosmetics Glitter Eyeliner in its Synergy and just put this over the halo. I'm not going to go right down to the lash line because I haven't lined yet. Alright, I'm going to go line, do the rest of my face, and then I will be back to finish up the lower lash line. Alright, so I finished up my face and I actually threw in 2 mini videos while doing so because I put to the test the Japonesque Luminous foundation and I put to the test the new Anastasia Aurora Glow Kit, which is so fabulous. So we got a lot to talk about. So starting with the Aurora Glow Kit, I will insert a little card here if I remember because this one will definitely be going up ASAP. I did a full-on arm swatch for finger swatches. Then I did that's what is the glow that you guys see right now. I have Spectra as the main glow, and then just hitting the tops of the cheeks, I use Luna. But then I did a full-on brush swatch on my chest, my full chest for all 6 shades, dry and wet, so that way you guys can see it like full-blown action. You know what everything is, so you know what to expect with it, and this is amazing. This is the first one though where when I did Luna and I went to take it down my nose, there was like glitter fallout. And I know people complain about that with the Ultimate Glow Kit, which I never had a problem with, and I could never explain why people complained about that. And Luna gave me no glitter fallout when I did the tops of my cheekbones, like at all, and no fallout when I did my chest, but for some reason it did not like the fan brush angle going down the nose. That was the only problem it had. Other than that, everything blended and there was no glitter. So I can't explain that, but it was literally like just when I took this and I went to go like that, then all of a sudden there was like glitter specks. So I can't explain it, but aside from that, this is freaking amazing. It is so creamy and so delicious, and you guys all need this in your lives, especially if any of you work doing mermaid vibes. It is beautiful. Then for blush, I used the new MAC Into the Pink Extra Dimension blush. Oh, this is so beautiful. In the Aurora Anastasia little mini video that I will hopefully remember to insert, you guys will actually see this on its own before all the highlight is added, and this is stunning. It gives the lightest, most beautiful flush of pink, but it is like so natural with like the littlest bit of glowiness. Like, you honestly, if you weren't like me where you like to glow to the skies, this almost has like the most subtle built-in highlighter, and just perfection, and so beautiful for the spring and summer. You literally could just put this on your cheeks and you would just look like you have this beautiful, natural, radiant, glowy skin. I can't even, I like, it is just, I don't know what they did with this formulation, but this is an incredible blush. I know I picked up 3. This is the first one that I've actually put to the test, like, on my face, and it was breathtakingly beautiful. One of my honestly, one of my favorite blushes, like beating out. I only have 2 Charlotte Tilbury, and I have 2 other MAC. I have so many Hourglass and Becca. I have 1 Viseart. I'm just kind of like quickly glancing at what I keep on hand. I have like the Kylie Cosmetic ones that are new, but like I obviously have Milani, NYX. This MAC one is so good. Then I put to the test the Japonesque Luminous foundation. I mixed number 6 and number 7 to give me like my perfect fake it tan right now. This is gorgeous. I will also try to remember to insert a card here if this video goes up first. These are amazing. I bought them on sale from Ulta. They have a pump. They come out so great. I can't even feel that I'm wearing makeup. They are lightweight, but they are full coverage. They are luminous, and like I think they're amazing. I am liking drugstore foundations. I know these are like higher end drugstore, like they're almost like high end drugstore, because they're not high end brands, but they're drugstore brands, but they're pricey drugstore brands, unless you can catch it on sale at Ulta, which I did, thank goodness. But these are so good too. Like, I don't know what I like more, the Fiona Styles or this. The Fiona Styles gives you a little bit more of a natural look, where this one, you know that you're wearing makeup, but it kind of gives you more of a full coverage effect. So I don't know, they're just different, but these are incredible. So these are also really, really good. I had a fawn request that I test them out, and they are amazing. If you were hemming and hawing, they are so good. It's just awesome. Then I tested out again for the Battle series of the setting powders, the Stellar in Glow 01, and this is a perfection formulation. It's so perfect, like it is perfection. I dusted it over with a brush, which did set it nicely, but I did have to go over like these areas a little bit more with a powder puff, just to set it a little extra for before I started like contouring and bronzing and blushing. And then everything was so silky smooth, nothing like caked up, no foundation broke apart. It was just amazing. This is gonna be one of my top setting powders in that Battle series. This was so amazing. Now on my lips right now, I'm wearing one of the new Lime Crime lipsticks that they released in the shade Mirage. It has a bit of a metallic effect to it. And then I put a little bit of the new LA... Kurt just came home. One of the new LA Splash... Oh my god, what were they called? Those like diamond... Oh my god, like Diamond Crush... Diamond... They don't have it written on here. I'll write it in the description bar, but they were, it's like they're diamond lip glosses, but there was a special word for it in the shade Ambrielle, it's 809. So that is like, I just put a little topper right on my lips to go over top of this, but it's kind of worn off because I was talking so much in the other videos, but that's the lip combination I have going on right now as it falls over. And then I decided to test out, I know I already did the battle of the liquid eyeliners, but since doing that one, I received that Fusion Beauty that I hauled in like my most recent haul, that Fusion Beauty Stimu Lash Fusion Lash Enhancing Longwear Liquid Eyeliner. I did not love this for a wing. It was kind of a pain in the butt to do a wing with, but it glided over everything else so smoothly, and it was so nice to glide over with. So I'm thinking that I will keep this one to use to glide over because of the lash enhancing benefits if I'm going to be wearing my makeup for a really long time, but then switching over to one of the good ones that I have to create the wing, because this was not fun to use as a wing, let me tell you. But aside from that, it did glide over the product really well, and I do love that it has those special peptides and everything else in it. So I'm gonna hold on to it. And then because we're doing a mermaid vibe looks, I switched back to my colored Raine Faux Mink lashes in the style of Bashful. And I think that does it. We are all up to date, so we can get going on finishing up this lower lash line, and the makeup look will be complete. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in and we can get going. So I have never actually tried out these NYX retractable eyeliners aside from my waterline. I haven't tried them out like smudging it beneath the lash line, so I thought why not give it a shot right now. We're working with all these purple tones, and I have the shade, well, I've got a bunch of them. This is the shade MPE11 Purple. So let's give her a shot and see how she blends. Well, that definitely glided on fairly smoothly. I do have to say, comparing it to a high-end brand, luxury brand like the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayons, those are definitely way more creamy, but for the price, you can't beat it. And NYX, these ones still glided on. They were still really creamy, and I didn't have any issues with it, and they are a fraction of the cost, so they are still a really great option. It's just the Marc Jacobs do have an extra level of amazing, delicious creaminess. So now I'm gonna take shade Moonbeam. I told you guys I'm struggling, and it's only getting later by the minute. And my Sephora Pro Smudge number 11 brush. And I'm gonna start off with making the halo and then blending outward from there. So I'm gonna spray that with some Milani Make It Last. And then just put that right in the center. I seriously don't know what the hell I would do without this dry clean spray. Like, it lets you keep using the same brush over and over and over again by keeping it clean. I mean, you still have to do your deep clean, but to be able to just switch between shades so quickly without it being like wet and oily and greasy, it's amazing. So now I'm gonna grab Call Me On My Shell Foam and do the same thing. Coat her well, dip it in Milani Make It Last. And then bring that on the outside and the inside. Luby wants to play. I mean outer corners and inner corners, and blend. Now I'm going to take my Morphe M507 and Luna from the Aurora Glow Kit and highlight the inner corner. Woo! I think it's just this shade is a little glittery and like super pigmented, and a lot comes off when you pick it up out of the pan. Like, it's messy. Alright, well this makeup look is complete, so I'm just gonna go get dressed, do my hair, and I will be right back. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you love this eye look as much as I do. I had not planned on going like this way, the way that it turned out. I just knew that I had to work with those like deep purples and that like lilac purple pinkish tone mixing in that champagne colored, and I had no idea like what I was gonna create, but I knew that I had to use those 3 tones today somehow, and I wasn't going to do a halo. At first I thought of doing like an ombre effect, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do a halo and I'm just gonna go for it and do a metallic on the top and break all the rules. And I don't care because I'm just going to be a mermaid, and mermaids can do what they want. So I hope that you guys really enjoyed this because I am so happy with how it turned out. To me, this is very wearable. I would so do this look on a day-to-day basis. I would do it and go grocery shopping, honestly, including the necklace and this dress. I would totally rock it and love every second of it and all the stares that would come with it. The WTFs, the compliments, the like, is that woman crazy? Does she need to be committed? I would take it all because this mermaid palette is fantastic, and I so love coming up with looks using it because it just channels everything ethereal, mermaid, girly, princess, wonderful, womanhood, just everything. It's just perfection. It's amazing. So anyway, that does it for this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Please share it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Luby is cheering you guys on to give it a thumbs up, to share it, and to subscribe if you haven't already. He totally agrees. But anyway, that does it for this video. So until next time, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.